Hello everyone, welcome to Start Where You Are. Today I'm talking about stacking in habits, how to stack habits so that it gets used to you. Today we're going to talk about how you put your habits into play, into actions, so that every day it keep repeating. So how do you do that? First of all, it's good for you to write down things that works for you. I believe in writing so much. You mustn't be an author or whoever that writes, but you can write things down, privately. Your hobbies, your goals, things you want to achieve, things you want to remove, and things you want to add. They're all part of stacking habits. First of all, you have to know where you're going to. Know where you're going to, know the kind of life you want to live, where you want to go, the future you want to build. So I've said about this in the other video about watching and learning from people you are looking up to. Yeah, notice any patterns you notice any patterns you notice from them is things you write down. You write it down. You start behaving that way, repeatedly. Things like if you're the kind of person that wakes up and takes a cold shower or hot shower in the morning to feel active, you know. So some people drink coffee, which is good. Some people don't drink coffee. Some people do exercise in the morning. Some people wake up immediately without touching their phones. Some people wake up and pray immediately. So all these are habit stacking, things you do every day. Example, you wake up, you pick up your phone every morning without even maybe a prayer or without even saying thank you God for another day, and then you look straight up to your phone, which is not bad. Maybe you might have important message or whatever in your phone, but the whole thing is all part of habit, because when you keep doing it, once you wake up, you pick up your phone, it becomes a habit you do every day. But if you wake up, say prayer, do other things, check the list of your day, what you want to do today, things you're going to do, the things that are bothering you, the achievements you want to achieve today. So these are all habits, and it start by stacking them. you know you can start by stacking, saying a prayer in the morning, thanking God for giving you another day. Secondly, look to your phone. Maybe you can use Notion or notes on your phone or a piece of paper. Write down things, if you're not used to your habits, especially if you're growing a new habit, you write it down. Tell yourself the truth, write them down. This is what I'm going to be doing. Okay, what do I do on Mondays? What do I do on Tuesdays, Wednesday, and so on? And then this is how you stack your habit, you know. And it also comes to eating. Some people eat early, some people eat early, some people eat late. It depends on how you eat, depends on your body. They're all part of habit, because there's this kind of a heavy food in the morning that's going to make you slow in the day or make you want to take a rest. So these are all habits. These are all habits. Some people do exercises, maybe take a walk outside, or maybe do all sort of things to make their day more okay for them. So you should know. So it's, making their day more okay for them. So whatever you're doing to make your day more okay for you, and a healthier day for you, no matter the condition or situation, make sure you do something that works with your brain, not against your brain. You know, you know, the things your body is okay with, your mind and soul is okay with. Some people believe in the gym, some people believe in cold shower, hot shower, some people believe in exercise, maybe a walk. Some people most people start with prayer, which is normal. So these are habit stacking. You know, when to go there, when to do this, when to do that. You start the habit, you let it be part of you, so that in the future, just like people that went to like high school, secondary school, when you go to a boarding school where they give you this kind of behavior that makes you be disciplined. You wake up in the morning, dress your bed, you know, eat your food, do all sort of things you got to do to make your day better. Go to your class, go to studies. So these are all part of life, you know. So when you wake up, decide how your day is going to be for you. You decide how your day is going to be. But make sure you say a prayer because it's very important. Okay. So these are all habit stacking. You find what works for you, write them down, what you want to be doing. Am I gonna drink today? Am I gonna do this today? Am I gonna go to party today? Am I gonna go, make out time, there should be time for everything, you know, not every time. You should have some time for some things also. So this is what I'll be talking on this video. Thank you so much for listening. Welcome to Start Where You Are. Okay, make sure you subscribe, like, and next time we are going to talk more on building character, spirituality, wealth. We are going to also talk about building wealth. So thank you for watching the video. Okay, thank you. Bye.